USB mic default. Device. Okay, let's try this. Oh my God. Who did that? Who did that? I'm being sabotaged, folks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, no wonder I'm on the wrong freaking thing. Jesus. Oh no. Oh man. I gotta go back and turn that off. No, we're back. Oh my God, we're all filed up now. Oh God, no. Please let this end. Please let this end. See, that's what happens when you give an old man a freaking mouse. You know? Jeez, oh my God. I have to fix it later. I got no choice. Oh, I'm sorry. There he goes. Snorting into the damn microphone again. What the hell is wrong with you, old man? Oh my God. This is like freaking, okay. We're keeping this in the annals of freaking comedy, okay? Because it is nothing but freaking comedy. Talked for almost 5-6 minutes to nobody. And the thing is, the screen, it was the intro screen. And what happens is after the intro screen plays, it goes to a live shot. Well, I turned the audio off on that to avoid any kind of feedback or echo while the intro's playing. And I forgot to flip it up to the main ticker. Okay, the main ticker is a live shot with the ticker across the bottom, just like the intro is, but with sound. Ta-da! I forgot to flip that up. I couldn't figure out why I got no sound. The shit ain't working. What the hell's going on? Well, we know now. See, every time I get excited, I talk higher and higher and higher and higher. And that's not my real voice. So you guys got to understand that. So now you can tell how wound up I get. Because I get real excited. It goes all the way up here. Christ. Makes for a good cartoon character, but it doesn't make good for a television show. Or a YouTube show, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh, what is this now? Oh no, I don't care about Nicki Swift. What the hell? Here. This is what I wanted to tell you. MSN 20 years ago. No, 20 hours ago. Okay, here's the ground rules real quick. This is not a kiddie show. It's not for kids. Not for kids. So if you get a little rugrats, munchers running around, time to put them for a nap. Or stick them on Xbox or PlayStation, let them play. Put headphones on. Listen to anything else but me, because when I get pissed off or excited, the shit flies. Okay, so that's it for that. News. I do the news because all the news was, and that's why I started, it was Trump, COVID. And I'm like, I'm sick of this. Whatever's going on is not getting reported because the media is tunnel vision. They stick on one subject and they beat it to death. You know? So they only did a couple of days of the California fires and the Washington, Oregon fires and stuff like that. I'm like, well, okay, what happened? Did the fires go out? No, they were still raging for weeks and weeks and weeks. Did they have it on news? No. Okay, I have to figure out, hey, I'm going to do my own news show, okay? Because I imagine a lot of other people are getting pissed off by that shit, too. So, anyway, that's what I do. I mangle the news because when you see me going through this, you're going to see I'm going to screw it up. Now I can catch my breath. Oh, that's so odd. So here's what I do. I read the headline. If I can get a hold of who made it, I made it. Where it's from, I read the first couple paragraphs, and then if you want to read the rest of it, you can go ahead and Google it and read it yourself. I love this. And I hope. Just pray two of these people are Lindsey Graham and Donald Trump. Georgia refers 35 cases of election law violations for criminal prosecution. The Georgia State Election Board announced 35 cases of election law violations to the state's Attorney General and local district attorneys for criminal prosecution. Election fraud is not tolerated in Georgia. When there is evidence of it, people responsible face prosecution. Okay. Georgia has multiple safeguards in place that allow our team of investigators to discover fraudulent voting. They work to catch the wrongdoing in these cases, and they maintain the security of Georgia elections. Georgia Secretary of State's office has 23 law enforcement officers with arrest powers to investigate allegations of voter fraud and irregularities. They will then present their findings to the election board, where it is decided whether violations will be issued fines, a letter of instruction, or be referred for criminal prosecution. So they referred 35 cases. It's not like the 11,780 votes that Trump needs for this fraudulent election. MSN, here we go again. Okay. This was 2 days ago. Graham's call with Georgia Secretary of State will be investigated. The report says Senator Lindsey Graham's post-election phone call with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger will be probed as part of Fulton County District Attorney Fetty Willis's probe into whether former President Trump broke laws by trying to reverse the outcome of the 2020 election, the Washington Post reported. Okay. This article was MSN by Jordan Williams 2 days ago. A person familiar with the probe told the newspaper that the call would be looked at, but cautioned that little is known about the call or whether it violated any laws. Man, if these guys get away with this shit, this is going to be. Senator Graham was asking about how signature verification process worked. He never asked the Secretary of State to disqualify a ballot cast by anyone, Bishop said. The timing on this is quite curious. It seems to be a less than transparent effort to marginalize anyone who helps President Trump. Well, Lindsey Graham just stated yesterday in the news that, and you probably all saw it, Kamala Harris, he wants to go ahead and impeach her whenever they get back in power for suggesting, or he said she tried to start, or she did start a fund for Black Lives Matter protesters to bail them out of jail. I don't think she did that. You know? Okay, here's something that concerns me and a lot of other people, and it kind of bothers me. And, boy. This is CBS News. Today, 7:25 a.m. by Carolyn Litton, okay? What is this? No. Biden calls on Congress to ban assault weapons and institute other gun restrictions. Maybe gun safety. Why don't they say safety laws instead of restrictions? As soon as they say restrictions, that gives everybody's dander up. Like, what do you mean restrictions? Why are you going to restrict? On the third anniversary of the Parkland school shooting, President Joe Biden called on Congress to pass stricter gun laws, including banning assault weapons. Now, assault weapons were banned at one time. Okay? And then the ban was lifted. In a statement from the White House, Mr. Biden on Sunday asked Congress to pass laws requiring background checks on all gun sales, banning assault weapons, and high-capacity. Now, I could see banning, high-capacity magazines. Okay? The other thing, eliminating immunity for gun manufacturers. Now, I could see if the person failed to do a proper background check. Maybe you ought to put the background checks on the gun manufacturers. Have them come up with a list. The bad thing about it is you're going to have a long wait period. I think Pennsylvania is 3 days or something like that. 3 days. Now, you get an immediate background check saying you can buy a weapon through the internet on Pennsylvania. I don't know how other states work, but it usually used to be 3 days. Okay? But anyway, why would you sue a gun manufacturer when it was some yahoo that decided to go open up on people? You can't, why would the gun manufacturer be responsible? Let me put it this way. If you bought a toy and it had a tag on it saying danger, not for children, may cause choking hazard, and you give it to your kid, they choke to death anyway. Terrible thing. So are you going to sue the gun manufacturer? The toy manufacturer? Are you going to be able to? No, you got to sue yourself for being so freaking stupid by ignoring a warning label. So put a warning label on guns. Not for nuts. Not for crazy people. If this gun is sold to a crazy person, we are no longer responsible. Crazy shit, man. They're showing these people sliding on the ice. They can't freaking stop. Look, they're still going. Oh my God, they're going down the hill. I can't believe it. I wish I could show this to you. Icy roads in Brentwood. They both fell down and they're sliding down a hill in the middle of the street. That's how icy it is. Because their car slid. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, so we're done with that. So in a statement from White House, Biden Sunday asked Congress to pass laws requiring background checks and on all gun sales. So you got to have a background check on all gun sales, even hunting rifles, I guess. Banning assault weapons. That's not going to last. They can ban them. They can ban them, but the very next president goes in and say, okay. Same way with immunity for gun manufacturers. Those are two lost causes. Today we mourn with the Parkland community. We mourn for all those who have lost loved ones to gun violence, Mr. Biden said. The White House didn't provide more details about Mr. Biden's plans. Chuck, will you quit snorting? Oh, okay. You remember is that it? The Gorilla Glue Girl? Okay, that's what came up in the beginning. Here's how much Gorilla Glue Girl really made on her GoFundMe page. Okay, this is Nikki Swift by Sam Silverman, February 12th. Updated February 13th. Okay. It seems like many people had sympathy for Tessica Brown, a.k.a. Gorilla Glue Girl. Try to say that fast 3 times. Holy shit. From the looks of her GoFundMe page. But first, let's recap Brown's difficult plight. Brown went viral on TikTok on February 21st when she sprayed her hair with Gorilla Glue instead of her usual got to be hairspray. Okay, this is some wild shit here, bud. I'm telling you, folks, this is like some wild shit. I'm doing this, okay. Okay. What the fucking God, people. Okay, so after running out of her go-to product per people, she documented her hair saga, calling it a bad idea. Really? I guess it would be. Adding, my hair has been like this for a month now. It's not by choice. In the shocking video, she continued, I've washed my hair 15 times and it don't move. Braun continued to share her journey with her followers and reportedly spent 22 hours in the emergency room trying to remove the adhesive from her hair using acetone, according to TMZ. Sadly, the remedy didn't help very much and made her scalp burn. Well, yeah. However, Braun finally found relief when she visited Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Michael Owen, who was able to remove the glue with a 4-hour operation that would actually usually cost $12,500, but was free of charge for Braun. Oh my gosh. Well, how much did she get? Braun raised a total of $22,110. Oh my God. Oh, here you go. Now, here's copycats, okay? There's another Gorilla Glue girl, and we're so tired of this saga. Yeah, one time is enough, folks. Why do you gotta freaking do it again? Here, this is crazy. I'm not reading that. This is sick stuff. I'm just gonna read the headline, and I'll tell you. You want to read the rest of it? That's up to you. Mother shoves woman into the pass of a bus, calls her a white bitch, gets no prison time. And that's from Law Enforcement Today, 20 hours ago. And I ain't even going to read the article. Okay, here we go. The Hill, 23 hours ago. All right. By Zach Budrick. Looks like Budrick. They throw that Y in there. It throws me off, you know. Budrick. Congressional Democrats say Trump acquittal was foregone. I was debating that this morning with a lady. Like, and she's like, hey, no witness. I was upset too, but then you think about it, it wasn't worth it. It was not worth the trouble. I'm going to pull this up here. I gave the reasons. Let me see here. Hurry up, Chuck. What the hell? Oh, there you go again. Okay. I was upset too, but it was useless to try and change the minds of those Republicans that are, 1, afraid of the bullies in their own party, 2, afraid of Trump, 3, afraid of losing their jobs by being voted out, 4, afraid of the radical right that might attack them. And I put cowards all. And then she responded some 1 and 2 things Democrats made up out of whole cloth to explain they were seeing in a way that let white people off the hook. Needless to say, by just that phrase, a way that let white people off the hook. What's that tell you? 3 is something it was in our power to cause, use public sentiment to force them to convict, but we declined. 4 is the danger we all live with. And I replied, it doesn't have anything to do with white people. Think about it. McConnell blocked everything the Democratic Congress sent to get passed. Trump's defense would do the same thing to Biden by calling hundreds of witnesses and stopping everything Biden wants to do of the trial. Trump is a white supremacist, and so are the members of Congress and senators who help him. They're not afraid of him or bullied by him. They admire him. He's the brightest. He's the bright, shining hope for the non-Confederate clause, okay? Since each witness would have to be voted on individually, Trump would have been able to bring 0 frivolous witnesses. You should really stop trusting whoever told you the lie that they could bring hundreds of witnesses. Oh, yeah. As for taking a long time, that's why Okay, here's what I replied. Yes, they would vote on every witness, but then there would be a vote to debate every witness. That takes up even more time. Those assholes don't do enough work already, okay? You guys agree with me? Okay? But to restrict it even more by only a half a day doing work Biden wants to get done will take forever. It's just the mere fact. It's not that they're going to get to testify. It's the mere fact that they're going to be drug in there hundreds at a time by the defense to just totally tie up the frickin' court. There's no restriction on how many witnesses you can call. They'd have to negotiate that. Even if it's 50 witnesses, do you think the defense is going to give 1 inch? No, their whole purpose is to just disrupt everything. Okay, so that's what brings us to this thing where I said, Congressional Democrats say Trump acquittal was a foregone conclusion. Democratic members of Congress said on Sunday that the acquittal of former President Trump at the conclusion of his second impeachment trial 1 day earlier had been a foregone conclusion. Representative Jamie Raskin, the lead House impeachment manager, said he had no regrets about the trial, however. Well, no, they did an excellent job. If they would have been in a court, a legal court, I don't know. See, that's the other thing. When you take them to court, how many of them are going to be Trumpsters? How many are going to be Trumpomaniacs on the jury? I imagine a lot of them are going to lie to get on the jury. Oh, I hate Trump. No, you can't say you hate Trump either. You can't say you never heard of Trump. So, I don't know. You'd have to really fake it to make it into the jury. And then once you're in the jury, you can hang the jury all you want. He said, we have no regrets at all. We left it totally out there on the floor of the U.S. Senate, and every senator knew exactly what happened. And just go back and listen to McConnell's speech. Wasn't that was the most two-faced thing I have ever seen in my life. First he votes, to acquit Donald Trump. Then he stands up after the trial's over and lambasts Trump about how terrible he was. And then he uses the excuse it's because President Trump wasn't in office during the trial. Well, it was McConnell's fault that the trial wasn't carried out when Trump was in office because, as Nancy Pelosi said, they went to take that over there and the Senate wasn't in session and they weren't accepting it. McConnell wasn't going to accept it when the Senate wasn't in session. So that the Congress was rebuffed. No, we don't want that. Senate's not in session. We're not going to accept that. So she had to wait till they're back in session. And they're back in session after Trump is out of office. So he caused this shit. And then he hung. That's the weakest freaking excuse for not convicting somebody. Believe it's not over, folks. I hope they start a commission and just because a lot of Americans were already convinced that this was the most terrible thing that could ever be done by a president. And, I don't know. Okay, Forbes. Day after Trump acquittal, impeached Harris trends on Twitter. During a segment on Fox News Sunday, Senator Lindsey Graham warned that the impeachment trial of President Donald Trump may have opened a Pandora's box and could even result in the impeachment being used against other elected officials. He was actually quite specific and suggested that Vice President Kamala Harris could find herself facing an impeachment if the GOP takes back the House of Representatives in 2022 midterm elections. Here's the only way you can fix that, folks. Vote. Just keep voting like your life depended on it, because it does. The bad part about Lindsey Graham is he just got reelected. Guess how long he's going to be in there? He's going to be in there 6 more freaking years. 6 more years. You know what? And if McConnell... I wonder how long it would take Lindsey Graham to get up there to where McConnell is and become the speaker. To become the leader of the Republican Party. Lindsey Graham. You know, at one time years ago, I respected that guy. Man, I'm telling you. Okay, well, hey. Hey, folks, I'm running over. So anyway, I'm glad you guys listened in. I'm glad you guys watched. I hope you have a good day. And we're going to say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to the radio. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to hear a lot of the show. Not a lot of the show, 5 minutes. You get to hear 5 minutes of it. Well, no big deal anyway. It was just me ranting and raving anyway. So, let's say goodbye to them, and then we're going to say goodbye to you, okay? So let's say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Play that freaking music, boy. Here we go. There you go. Say goodbye. Okay, say goodbye. You guys, don't catch that Rona. Just be careful.
5 decades of music.